A suspected double killer is set to face trial next April over the murders of two men whose remains were found in suitcases on a landmark bridge. The remains of Albert Alfonso and Paul Longworth were dumped on Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol last Wednesday night. Further body parts belonging to the two men were found in a raid on their home in Shepherd's Bush, West London, on Friday. Albert, 62, who was originally from France, and Paul, 71, had previously been in a relationship and still lived together in Scots Road. Their lodger, Yostin Andres Mosquera, aged 34, appeared at the Old Bailey via video link today from HMP Belmarsh, accused of 2 counts of murder between the 8th and 10th of July. With assistance from a Spanish interpreter, the Colombian national, who was wearing grey tracksuit bottoms and a t-shirt, spoke only to confirm his name and date of birth. The Recorder of London, Judge Mark Lecraft, KC, remanded Mosquera in custody. He will next appear at the Old Bailey on October 2nd for a plea and trial preparation hearing. A provisional date for the 3-week trial to begin has been set for April the 14th, 2025. It comes after cops swarmed Clifton Suspension Bridge on Wednesday evening after members of the public reported a man acting suspiciously. Officers arrived at the scene to find 2 suitcases containing human remains. The results of one post-mortem examination were inconclusive, while another is understood to be ongoing. Armed officers from the Met Police arrested Mosquera at Temple Meads Station in Bristol on Saturday morning, following a large manhunt. Speaking on Monday, Deputy Assistant Commissioner Andy Valentine said his thoughts are first and foremost with Albert and Paul's loved ones who are coming to terms with this terrible news. He said their next of kin have been informed and are being supported by specialist officers. He acknowledged that the awful incident will cause concern not just among residents in Shepherd's Bush, but in the wider LGBTQ+ community in London. But he reassured the public that they are not looking for anyone else in connection with the murders. Earlier this week, friends and neighbours of Paul and Albert paid tribute to the men, describing them as kind and loving people who you could have a good laugh and a joke with. Residents on the estate where they lived said they are struggling to come to terms with the horrific and gruesome nature of the crime. One well-wisher, who left flowers and a card outside the victim's flat on Monday, said that it has brought the community to a standstill. She described the murders as baffling and heartbreaking.